Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. Now, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Make sure you do so today before you leave. And make sure to thumbs up the video if you do like what you see. And to share on all your social media platforms that you haven't beyond this time. Hello, and welcome back. Happy Sunday. Yes, it's that time of week again. Time for a brand new video coming at you. And it's Sunday. So, I mean, it's always a good day, right? Sunday always rocks. Oh, yeah. Soulful Sundays. Anyway, so let's jump right into the video. Okay, so today this topic just kind of randomly came to me this morning, actually. So that was kind of cool and different. So basically, we've seen you guys have probably seen a million of these type of videos. I mean, they're all over YouTube and like the internet. There's so many blog posts and things like that. But how to know if the person is the one per se. And like anytime I see that title, it's like, ugh. Like you kind of want to watch the video or read the article or a blog post, but then you kind of want to bypass too, because it's such an irritating title. Like the title, it's not that the content is bad, it's the title is irritating. Like, please stop calling people the one. I mean, it's so crazy. Oh, the one. Like there really is. I learned from this pastor, not too long ago, who they have him and his wife, they have a YouTube, not a YouTube channel, but they have their own website. And they do different little programs and things for singles, but they basically were kind of debunked the one concept, and they were saying that there's no the one per se, because there's only the one, and that's God. So there's no the one. And a few other pastors have said the same thing. So for me, that was confirmation, so because I was getting so tired of hearing oh, the one, how do I find the one, I'm so tired of this the one thing. But anyway, they debunked the one myth. So there's no the one. God is the one, Jesus. So don't worry about I'm trying to find the one. You're trying to find someone, and you try to be found by someone, someone. Someone. But God is the ultimate one. And so that takes so much pressure off of it too, because it opens up your selection. You really can marry pretty much anyone. You could marry anyone. I mean, you're gonna get so many people that come across your pathway as candidates for being your husband or being your wife or what have you, and ultimately the choice will end up. What I've learned, ultimately the choice will end up being yours based on how this person is, how they treat you, X, Y, and Z. So, but anyway, to get further into the my topic today. So how do you know if the person is the one? So God usually will drop signs, really, really clear ones. So this is what I'm learning along my single journey here. So they're going to be extremely clear because, like I said, I think I've told you guys in past videos, I've kind of been in and out of the single realm. I've been single, not single, because, I've dated a few people, so I just feel like that was just kind of meant to be. I think there was some lessons there that I had to learn, and I'm, very grateful for every one of them. So, so God usually will drop signs, and they're going to be very clear ones. Pay attention to what your gut tells you. So if it ain't clicking right, then it's wrong, honey. So, if you ever felt like you just had this experience with somebody, whether it was dating or not, and it's just something wasn't right, maybe it's the aura that they gave off, or it's just the energy is not there, and you're something isn't right about this situation. It's no matter what you do, it just doesn't. It's not gelling, it's just not coming together, the way that you all had hoped. Well, that just means that the situation is probably not what you had hoped. It's not, and that's, sometimes God just telling you back off. You don't have to try to force it. You ain't got to try to, what they say, fit a peg into a round hole, or something like that. Like you ain't got to try to do that. Like, it ain't going to fit. Okay, just leave it alone. Don't worry about it. So the signs that he was seeing, they're going to be so clear, and you're going to feel like this uneasy feeling is going to be kind of uncomfortable. Usually this is when your mind races. Your mind's going to race. You're going to have a lot of questions all the time about, should I not? So sometimes you may feel comfortable because the comfort you feel is artificial. It's not real comfort, it's artificial comfort, like you're making yourself feel comfortable because you're not really comfortable with that person. You're just comfortable with the idea of having a mate. You just like having a mate. You like not being lonely. You like kind of getting out of the single season for a second. You like the possibility of wearing a white dress in a few months, wearing a tuxedo in a few months. So you kind of like this idea. Now, this thing is heavier for women. Like, we love that idea of like, oh, yes, finally, I'm going to have a ring on my finger. I'm going to have a pretty white dress. I'm just going to ride off into the sunset with my new boo. Everything gonna be good. Everything gonna be lovely. We're gonna live together. It's gonna be great. No matter how janky and jacked up it is. You seeing he don't have no job. He ain't gonna be able to support you all. Y'all probably gonna be homeless for the first 6 months. And you'll be sitting there just hanging on to it. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be blessed. Everything's gonna be great. God's gonna work it out. And you'll be holding on because it's just the fact of not being single. Like, the fact that you finally caught up with your friends who all bypassed you in life with marriage, or caught up with your classmates from high school. Everybody's married except you, and you're like, oh, finally, I get to join the marriage club. Like, it's about dang on time, so you'll do anything to get up out of this single waiting room here. You're like, I'm tired of this waiting room. Like, I'm so done. It's like going to a doctor's appointment. You're like, when the doctor gonna see me? I was here an hour early, and he still ain't saw me yet. It's the same agitation that you're feeling. So that's all that is. So it's not real comfort. It's artificial comfort. But your mind's still racing. You still got a lot of questions. You like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I have no idea. So, and I don't know if I should be with this person. Okay. Chaos will usually follow Mr. Wrong. So God is he's like a yellow highlighter, the big bright yellow highlighter. Those are the best. Nice and bright for you to see. He'll click you in your spirit or your gut. That's why I say pay attention to your gut. So he's going to click you in the spirit. You get spirit clicks, when certain questionable traits appear. Okay, aka red flags. So you get the red flags, pay attention. That's God. He's highlighting things for you. He's like, okay, he's kind of rude. He said something smart to you. This is the third time he said something smart to you. Some of his values in life don't line up with yours. This is the big thing, You may have to compromise a lot, and he's not willing to compromise as much as you are. You have to change yourself around for him, He's just rude in general. He curses a little bit too much for your taste, and mine, So pay attention to those things. Most folks usually stumble here when it gets to this part, meaning they're overlooking. They're going to overlook these things. They're going to see them and not see them. It's going to go in one ear and out the other. They're like, yeah, I hear you, Lord, but about this dress though. Like, look, I'm gonna wear this fly dress. I ain't got time for this. I'm done with this single thing. You'd have me single for years. I'm done. I'm tired and I'm over it. So I don't have time to be flushing out all these flags and no. How about no? I can deal with a few red flags. I mean, people change all the time. We'll work on it. We'll pray it out. Prayer changes everything, right? Come on, man. You the God of Abraham, Jacob, all them. Come on now. I know you can do it. And God is like, you want me to change some mess, and I'm telling you to get out of. Like, why? I mean, I am the God of all them. I'm the God of you too. And prayer changes everything. I can change anything, but this is BS. Like, you want me to change some mess? I'm telling you, this is bullcrap, and you want me to try to fix, some mess. It's like you asking somebody to turn a pile of poop into chocolate. And that's what you're asking God to do, in a sense, when we bring him garbage. So he's like, told you to throw it out. Told you to throw it out. Told you to throw it out. And you like, but I want you to, fix it up, because I'm trying to get, I'm trying to get about this single realm. I'm done with the single realm. It's done. It's tired, spent. And he's like, and I'm done with you with all bringing me this garbage. Like, what is this? Like I've been told you, get rid of him. That's how you get out of the single realm. You gotta be obedient. So, yeah. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So they say. It is. It is. It really is. So, yeah. And speaking of a dress and being obsessed with a dress, man, I had a dream like a few years ago. And I was so geeked. I was dating this guy that I shouldn't have been dating, and I was like really obsessed with wearing a white dress for the wedding, and I just really was geeked about being married. And somebody randomly sent me like this big book, like this big huge wedding book, and I thought it was a sign from God that me and him belong together. It was not. But I thought it was, because I was like, oh my God, this must be really a sign. We're going to be married. I got this big wedding book. I didn't even order this book. I still don't know where that book came from. I'm like, who sent me a book? A wedding book? I just said I was getting married now, which is really weird. But anyway, I got the book. And so I was really obsessed with dresses. I remember talking to my friend about it. She was like, oh, you look good in a princess dress. I'm like, I think so too. And so I started looking up different princess cuts, princess dresses. I'm talking to God about it. I would scroll the internet and I would talk to the Lord about it at the same time. I was like, look, Dad. I call him Dad. So I'm like, look, Dad. Is this a pretty dress? Some things look really pretty on me. I would look so cute. Ooh, I'm be killing them, walk down the aisle. And I just thought I was just doing it, and I would have a good old time. And even in our quiet time, when I would have my quiet time with the Lord, that's all I was talking about is that taco dress. I know God is very patient, but I know he was like, shaking his head, like for real. Like, girl, if you gonna be quiet about this dress, I'm tired of you and this dress. Oh my God. I wonder if I even let him get a word in edgewise. Did I let him talk? I don't know. He probably was trying to talk, but he probably was just real quiet. Like, I just let him finish because I ain't gonna be able to talk because she don't be able to hear me. She's so busy talking about this dress. I was so obsessed. Anyway, he finally got a chance to talk. I went to sleep one night. I had a dream. He took me to, this was like, now sometimes we say, oh, I had a dream, but it's not really a dream. It's God talking to you. So he was visiting me. So he took me to a church. It was a big pretty church, but I was sitting on the outside of it, like on the porch on the outside, on the steps. I said the porch, the steps. So I was sitting on the steps on the outside, concrete steps. And so I see like these deacons and elders and just different men walking in and out. And they're walking in and out, but they don't notice me. I'm just kind of sitting off to the side. And I'm wearing this pretty white dress. Like one of the dresses I think I had shown them probably. And I'm sitting there and I'm kind of looking down, looking around. And he just says to me, he comes over to me. And he's like, you were so obsessed with the dress. He just gently told me that I was so obsessed with the dress. And as soon as he got done telling me that, I woke. I woke up. When I woke up, I woke with clarity and I knew what I had to do. And what I had to do was I had to dump the guy I was with. It's funny, right? Like, see how God works. Isn't he awesome, So I was like, oh, you want me to get rid of that guy? Okay. And stop obsessing over the dress. So it's like he basically was giving me clarity that I needed. I had brain fog because I was so obsessed with the dress, so... you're obsessed with someone, the Lord coming to your dream and tell you, like, hey, wake up. Like, wake up, Miss Brown. Like, you need to calm down, But anyway, but yeah, and a lot of women, I'm not alone. A lot of women have dress obsession, ring obsession, marriage obsession. And it's like, because of that, they're making really poor choices when it comes to the men. That they're getting married to. You can get married naked for all, I care, all God cares. It's like, whatever. You want to get married nude? Hey, there's no crime or law against it. Don't invite anybody, though. But, just make sure that the guy you're marrying is worth your effort, just make sure he's worth marrying. You just don't want to skip over these little red flags. A lot of times people try to skip over stuff because they're like, oh, I'm just so tired of being single. I'm like, well, sometimes it's worth being single another year, another couple months, just to make sure you don't end up in hell while you marry, I mean, it makes so much common sense when you step outside of it and you like, yeah, singleness ain't so bad when I think about getting beat every day, getting cussed at every day, having a man that don't really respect my dreams, he don't respect my career, he don't respect nothing about me and what I think is important. That don't sound half bad to stay single a little while longer. At least I'm happy while I'm single. Why would you, if you're happy while you're single, other than misery from being single, why would you marry into misery? That doesn't make any sense, because marriage is an upgrade, it's not a downgrade, so you don't want to downgrade yourself. I'm like, wait a minute, you were doing better, even like financially too, you were doing better when you were single. Why would you get married and now you're poor? Like, you're in poverty when you're married. Like, it's just crazy. You're doing horribly. So you don't want to do that, okay? God doesn't want you to do that. He don't want you to rip yourself apart just to say, I got a man. So we don't, I got a woman. Like, we don't want to do that, okay? That's why he say, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. And that's Matthew 6:33. Okay, that's the NIV version I just read to you. Now, he wants you to seek first. Okay, a lot of people forget about that. So what he's saying is, come to me first. You should be seeking me first. You should be talking to me first. Talk to me first. Seek my kingdom out. Seek my righteousness. So you need to be on a righteous path, meaning trying to better yourself as a Christian. Trying to get stronger in your Christian walk. Not about being perfect, but it's about being the best version of you. He wants you to concentrate there. So put your focus here first, and focus on me. If you just keep looking at me, keep focusing on me, don't get those distracted with so-and-so's married now, so-and-so just had a baby. That's great, and you're going to have one too, but just focus on me first. I just need you to look at me. Like, just focus on me first, okay? I'm going to add all those things to you. Like, you're going to get your marriage and stuff. You'll be getting married at a different date than your friend. So maybe your friend got married 2016, 2017. You'll be getting married 2021, 2020. But you're married. Y'all both end up married, right? At the end of the day, so just focus on that. Now, you notice how he says, and all these things. Now, these things, this came to me. So he's supposed to be on things. So things is stuff we want, marriage, and basically things equates to lesser important in comparison to his glory. So that's what God gave me on that one. That's what things is. Okay, that's what he means by these things, I kind of like how he says it. So he's not being dismissive. He's not saying like, oh, the things you want are not important to me. They are. But what he's trying to emphasize is that these things are lesser important compared to my glory and my relationship with you. I want you to seek my kingdom and my righteousness first. I want you to do that first. This is first. Then I want you to put marriage and babies and careers second. Okay? Because those things can honor me as well, but they won't honor me as much if you're not right, if you're not ready for them spiritually. So that's what he's trying to say. So that's really the whole gist of that entire verse, broken all the way down. So I had to really chop that one up for y'all in really tiny pieces so that we can kind of understand what is that verse mean. I know a lot of people heard that and it glosses over us. We like whatever, it glazes and over us, and we like, okay, whatever. But that's really what he's trying to say, essentially. So just let that get into your heart and really just take that in, and it's gonna give you a lot of comfort, And I've used it definitely throughout my single season a lot. I just definitely take it in and definitely try to remember that verse, and it definitely helps you to keep going. So the point is, you can really feel when it's him or her. So you'll know when it's that person. It just hits different, as we say. It hits different, So God will once again highlight their fruits, and then he'll bring back to your memory what you wanted from him. Meaning, like, whatever list you had of like, God, I want this, that, and whatever, and this man, I want this and whatever, and this woman, he'll bring that back. And so what he will do is he'll literally do a side-by-side comparison for you in your mind and your spirit. And he'll be like, okay, this is what you asked me for. These are the fruits that I'm seeing. And then he'll start checking them off, with the highlight. He'll be a highlighter again. He'll start highlighting for you. Like, this is what we're seeing. And then you and God are looking at it like, let me see what matching up. Okay, that's matching up. Okay. Cool. Now, it's not important that the person have everything because nobody's really perfect. But if we're working with 75 to 80%, I say you're good. They ain't going to be perfect because they're not God themselves. But, you can get 75, 80%. You're good. You're good. Nobody's gonna give you 100%, but they should cut it close. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making the video, so I hope you guys really enjoyed listening to the video and gaining some great spiritual knowledge from it. Definitely pass this video on to somebody who you think needs to hear this video. Thumbs up and like and share, subscribe if you have not already. Definitely subscribe to the channel today before you leave. And then check the more info box below. There are going to be a lot of great little links there for you, including the one about my latest novel, which is Long Way to Love. So if you have not purchased a copy, it's available on Barnes & Noble, and it's also available on Amazon. So definitely just check that more info box below, and then you'll see those links there. All right, so you guys have a beautiful Sunday and have a wonderful weekend. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.